No, I'll hold it, it's fine, thank you. I've got my own shielding. Oh, no, you can forget to start that, that's fine. Good evening. Right. Hello, there's a lot of you out there tonight. Power stance. Right, hello. Thank you so much for coming tonight and sharing our stories, and thank you to the other talks for sharing their stories. So my talk this evening is about how I found my purpose again, and as this lovely lady has said, I think there's a lot of us out there that resonates with. So when I was younger, I was in the back of a car in a car accident. We were rear-ended, and I'm what's known as hypermobile. My joints do weird things. And what it did was it started off basically lots of lifelong issues. And after several years after having this accident, I ended up in a lot of pain. Doctors didn't know what to do with me. They were thinking of sort of experimental surgeries and this kind of thing, and I thought, I don't really want to go there. So I ended up seeing an osteopath. Never seen one before. They were these weird, wicky people. And this man changed my entire world. He gave me my life back. What he did was he took someone where it hurt to breathe, and he put me back together again and allowed me to run 2 marathons very slowly. My second marathon, I was overtaken by a womble. But I beat the stormtrooper, so that was fine. But it was like a light had gone off in my world. I thought, I want to be able to do that for other people. I want to be able to share this. I want to be able to help other people. That's wicked. So I thought, I want to be an osteopath. Now, it takes 5 years if you do some of it part-time, and I have to say it was the hardest and most difficult thing I have ever done in my life. I'm not academically gifted, but I did it. And that first day where I sat there in a clinic with a patient, being an osteopath, I knew I was exactly where I needed to be. I had a purpose. It became my life, and I loved it, and I was good at it. Actually found something I was good at. I spent 7 years working really hard to be the best osteopath I could be. I ended up working in a big clinic, being a senior osteopath, having a waiting list of weeks. Life was good. I even trained to teach animals. I ended up being paid to play with dogs. It was great. The occasional horse and a couple of cats as well. But after 7 years, my hypermobility caught up with me. Things started going a bit wrong. By the end of the week, my hands would hurt. Then by the end of the day, my hands would hurt. And being a good osteopath, I knew that my hypermobility in my job were giving me arthritis. So I did the sensible thing, and I stuck my head in the sand and ignored it. And then at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'd wake up because my hands were hurting, and I thought, shit, I need to do something about this. So I tried all the diets, I tried all the supplements, and I tried all the treatments. Nothing worked. So I thought, right, what do I do? So I took a sabbatical. I took 4 months off of osteopathy. Big thing. And as I sat there thinking, I'm not going to be able to be a full-time osteopath anymore. What am I going to do for money? You know, how am I going to earn some money? So I sat there and I thought, right, what can I do to make some money? Being an osteopath means you're incredibly trained to do a very specific thing. And it means you're really, really trained and specialist. And you're useless to employ doing anything else. No tech skills, no anything else. Self-employed for a long time. So I had to sit there and think, right, what can I do to make some money? And what I did was I had a little skincare company. Now, I know you're probably sitting there thinking, she's not the kind of person that would probably start a skincare company. But I have really stupidly sensitive skin. Really sensitive skin. For years, I had to sleep, it wasn't very sexy, with socks taped to my hands, so I didn't wake up in a bloodbath. I literally would scratch myself. If I use the wrong kind of soap or the wrong kind of moisturiser, I get eczema around my eyes and in my hair. It's not very nice. And I have spent fortunes on organic and natural skincare products, and I always reacted. And probably took me longer than it should have. I finally looked at the ingredients. And natural and organic, you can say that and have 5% in there, full of chemicals. And I thought, well, this must be what I'm reacting to. So I tried to find something that was natural. I couldn't. So I'll make it myself. Because I know how. But actually, I love to cook, and I have a science background, and I experimented for a while, and actually made this awesome face cream. And it changed my life. Brilliant. My wife's there going, this is amazing, you need to sell it. And I'm like, no one's going to buy this. But actually, it turned out people did want to. My friends went, oh my God, your skin looks amazing, what are you using? I said, just some stuff I made in my kitchen. And they said, can we have some? I was like, yeah, there you go. They said, can we buy some? I was like, oh shit. That's probably going to take rules and regulations. Now, I'm a bit of a stickler for rules and regulations, and it did. It took me a year to find out everything I needed to find out, follow all the rules and regulations, get the products assessed, everything else. I even had training standards come to my home to make sure I was doing it right. That was scary. So what I did was I thought, right, I've got this stuff now, it's all assessed, what am I going to do? I'll try and sell it at fairs. And that's when this really magic thing happened. This total and utter stranger came up to me, looked at my product and tried it, and paid for it. And I thought, yes, my wife was right. So what I did was I created Nadara. Nadara means natural in Celtic. My grandparents are Celtic, from Scotland. So I started with a small selection, and I had some fun at weekends. But like I said, I suddenly got to this point in my life where I needed a different income. So I needed Nadara to start making me some money. So we'd been to Tony Robbins not long before, and he and everybody like him go, you need a business coach. I was like, okay, so I get a business coach. And I got this really nice guy. And his speciality was getting internet companies and making it big. And he said, right, what do you got to do? You've got to go on Facebook, and you've got to do, the offer. You get it free. You pay lots of money for postage and packaging. And every time you click, you try and get the upsell. And I thought, I don't like this. And he said, it's what you got to do. So I spent several months of my sabbatical spending lots of money on Facebook. And it didn't work. And I knew it wouldn't work because it didn't feel right. Anyway, my sabbatical was coming to an end. And I thought, it's all right. I'm going to be able to go back to osteopathy. So I did for 4 weeks, and then I went, I can't be an osteopath anymore. And in that moment, I lost my job, I lost my purpose, and I lost myself. And it was hard. Thankfully, I've got a wonderful wife. So I did lots of reading, lots of stuff like that, and I found this book. I didn't write this book. One day I will write a book, but I didn't write this book. And it's brilliant. It's by Bo Burlingham, and it's called Small Giants, Companies That Choose to Be Great Instead of Big. And it's not about companies who want to make mega bucks at the expense of anything. It's about companies who just want to be great, who want to be good employers and make amazing things. And I thought, do you know what? That really resonates with me. What could I do if I chose to do that? I thought, right, start local, be a local employer, support local charities, work with local schools. I thought, no minimum wage, living wage. I thought, give people the opportunity to improve themselves. I had this image of providing free education, of having this bookcase full of meditation books and help books so people can go and help themselves. Be fully inclusive. I don't care who you are. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what sex you are or race you are. You have a safe space. I really wanted to create something powerful and amazing. So, right, what if I could make this? I need more products, so I made more products. I learned how to make soap and shampoo bars. I've got loads of stuff coming up in the next couple of months. I thought, right, I need to sell more stuff to be able to have this factory. And I actually went to my first shop 6 months ago, the Seasons in Forest Row, and they were lovely. I was bricking it, but they were lovely. And I went in and introduced myself, and they made an order of £600 there and then. And I walked out and went, yes! And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if they were all that easy? They've not all been that easy, I have to say. But in the last 6 months, with a lot of hard work and persistence, I'm now in 17 shops. Sussex, Surrey, London and Kent. And it's growing, and I'm so proud. I've also started to meet amazing people. And it's interesting, as you go along in life and you walk down the path you're meant to walk down, that you actually meet the people you're meant to meet. Like Tina, who's been a huge help. And other people, once I share my story, they want to get involved. I've met a fabulous person whose HR company is all to do with basically making amazing places to work. Her entire dissertation was actually how I be an amazing employer. I've got another company that I've been working with, and I want to work with more, is they're a charity who work with highly autistic people, but high functioning. And what they want jobs, but they want jobs that are really boring and really specific and really repetitive, a bit like making skincare products. So I'm walking down this path, and all these things are coming along. Now, I'm not going to say it's all easy. Not been remotely easy. There's a lot of long weeks, a lot of long days, a lot of self-doubt. But I know I'm walking a path that I need to walk. And, sorry, I didn't realise it's going to be emotional. Nearly there. Basically, I found my purpose again. Thank you for your time.